Hey, Shalom. Shalom to the elect of Israel, whoever you might be out there. I want to start off as always by giving all praise, all honor, all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rahak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Hey, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the elect, wherever you might be out there. All right, so I want to go in on the topic of temptation and overcoming temptation. Now, the elder apostle Orion Lob, through the Spirit, did a lesson on temptation, man, and its significance because temptation might not be comfortable for the time being when you're going through it, but the results of those who remain faithful through the temptation are way greater than the pain that you endure while going through it. You know what I'm saying? When you go through temptation, it's like the Lord is trying you. He's proving you, man. All right, so you got to actually look at temptation in a different light. Okay, I mean, because for example, like on a basic level, like fasting. All right, you understand that fasting is part of our culture as Hebrew Israelites, man. You know what I'm saying? It's part of what we do, man, to get closer unto Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, to put off the flesh, to afflict our souls. You know what I mean? To grow closer to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. We abstain from food and water for a certain period of time. Okay, many of the prophets of old, man, have done this same thing. Yahweh Shai fasted for 40 days, man. Ezra, the prophet Ezra, fasted for 7 days in order to get a revelation from Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You see, fasting is important, man, but it's also accompanied with temptations, man. All right, for example, you might be on a fast, man, and a couple hours into it, you get that hunger, you get that urge to go eat something or drink something, right? You get thirsty. You get Satan in your ear, man, telling you, man, it's all right, just go ahead and, we can do it tomorrow. Don't worry about it, the Lord will understand. Nah, man, that's called temptation. All right, and it's a chance for you to prove yourself faithful to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, to be like, you know what, nah, man, I said I'm gonna do this fast, so I'm gonna do it until it's over. All right, that's you proving yourself faithful to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai on a, I'm not gonna say a small level, but a level that's easy to understand, man. But there's also other temptations that come with being in this truth. Whether it be dealing with a woman is not good for you, taking a job it's not gonna help you in your walk. You know what I'm saying? Those are examples of temptation, and the ultimate temptation is soon to come, man. There was already a prelude to that one, and the ultimate temptation is the MOTB. All right, in case you were wondering, the mark of the BEAST, the RFID micro CHIP that they want you to put in your hand. All right, that's the ultimate hour of temptation. But there's a prelude to that, man, with this the juice. You know what I'm talking about, man? For that illness that came out, the Crown Royale, one Nina, as I like to call it. We gotta speak in code because these devils are watching our videos and shit, and they're cutting videos that bring out too much truth. So we gotta, in a way, speak in parables, and the elect will receive it. But you know what I'm talking about, man. That was a temptation as well, man. People were threatened, their jobs and their livelihoods were threatened if they didn't receive that juice. All right, and you see a lot of our family members, man, they gave in to it. Even the ones that said they weren't gonna do it. I know for myself, I have family members that said, "Nah, I'm not gonna take it. I'm not gonna take the juice." And when that pressure came, they eventually ended up taking the shit. So that's on them. That's on them. And yeah, man, there's gonna be more temptations that come along, man, as we get further and further towards the end of this man's society, the end of the society of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. He's gonna take away a lot of comforts. All right, and a lot of people are gonna be tempted to bow the knee, but the elect are gonna remain faithful. But I don't want to ramble on too long, man. But I'm gonna get the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 10 verse 13, just to land back on the elder apostle's lesson that he did. I caught the end of it, so I don't know if he got a lot of these scriptures that I'm getting ready to bring out, but I know it's gonna be edifying to a member of the elect out there, whoever they might be. Okay, temptation, man. It's a chance to prove yourself Look at it like that. So here it is, the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13. There have no temptation taking you, but such as is common to man. But the Most High, Yahweh Shai, is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. So what is that saying right there? That means that we're all going through different temptations, man. Every single man of the Lord is going through different temptations. Okay? At all, at different times, you know what I'm saying? It could be like I said, it could be a job, it could be a woman, a relationship, you know what I'm saying? It could be you are being pulled away from your reading and studying. You're tempted by playing video games or whatever, your vices might be. You see what I'm saying? Those are all forms of temptation. We're all going through different forms of temptation. Okay? And it says here that the Lord is not going to give you more than you can handle. So the elect are not going to be taken by the temptation that comes upon them. In fact, they're going to be proven by it, by overcoming it. You see, through the power and the spirit of Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai. It's all about building up your spiritual fortitude, man. When you're tempted, it's a chance to level up. Okay? And the Lord says, but will with the temptation make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it, man. So the Lord gives you a way out every single time, bro. Every single time you're tempted to do something is not right, there's a way out of it, man. There's always a way out of it. You got to dig deep. You got to pray to the Lord, man, and ask him for his guidance, man, to give you that spiritual fortitude to get through that time of temptation. All right? And sometimes it's really not fucking easy. Okay? So I want to go to the book of Hebrews really quick. Give me a second here. Yeah, a lot of these people, man, they're not being built up in the spirit, man. The people of the world, the 2/3, they're not enduring temptation, man. They're giving into the temptation all the time, man. And that's why they're going to be weak in this time that we're coming into, known as Jacob's trouble. They're going to be weak. They're going to bow the knee because they haven't been enduring tough times. They haven't been calling on the Lord to give them the spirit to endure temptation. That's why they can't stop eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. They might even know it's wrong, but they still do it because they're weak, man. They succumb to the temptation. But the elect will not. The elect are being built up and strengthened through the power and the spirit of Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai every day. So get the book of Hebrews chapter 2 and verse 18. It says this right here. For in that he himself has suffered being tempted, he is able to succor them that are tempted. So that word succor means to help. All right, and it's talking about Yahweh Shai. Hebrews 2 and 18 is talking about Yahweh Shai. I'll read it one more time. For in that he himself has suffered being tempted, he is able to succor them that are tempted. So we're the ones that are being tempted in these days, man. Here in America, Babylon the Great, there's manifold temptations, man. You got women who are married and have men. They're walking around with their titties and their ass all out, looking you in your eyes, trying to get your attention. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get you to commit adultery, which is an offense against Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai. You see what I'm saying? It's a very serious offense. That's every day. Every day, man. You see that happening. Especially here in America, man, with these sluts, man. You know? These adulterous ass women. And that's temptation, man. That's a form of temptation unto a man. But we overcome it, man. We don't feed into that. The Lord always gives you a way out, man. If a woman, you talking to a woman and y'all vibing, and all of a sudden she comes out and says that she has a man, or it's complicated, but she still wants you to hit it. Look, man, that's a form of temptation, man. She could be the finest thing you would ever see in your life. Your personalities could be you could have that chemistry or whatever they call it. But if she has a fucking man, you need to leave her the fuck alone. And the man that could walk away from that woman through the fear of Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai is blessed, man. Because it takes faith to be obedient too. You have to believe that there's a power watching. You have to believe that the angels are recording everything. You got to understand that, man. You have to have faith in Yahweh Bashmi Al-Shai to even endure temptation. So yeah, man. Just a small example. But yeah, the Lord, man, he was tempted. He was in the flesh. The Lord Yahweh Shai came down in the same flesh that we got, man. But his spirit was on another level, man. He was able to overcome all the temptations of the flesh. He walked his walk perfectly, man, pleasing Yahweh. And we're trying to do the same thing, man. We're being helped out of our sinful nature by the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We're overcoming the flesh, man. You see? All right. So the Lord said that he went through the shit, and so he's able to help us get through it, man. He overcame the world, man, and the temptations thereof. So who's a better help? Who's a better teacher to help us get through these times of temptation, whatever they might be? So let's go to the book of let's go to the book of James really quick. Salaki. Yeah, man. Temptation is a motherfucker, man. You got people that fall out the truth because they get tempted to go back into the world. But they're drawn away by their own lust. You see what I'm saying? They're drawn away by their own carnal thoughts. And they deviate from the path, man, because the things of this life are too tempting to them, man. They gotta have that money. They gotta have that job. They gotta have that woman. You see what I'm saying? So that they'll go against the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushua to fulfill the lust of their flesh, man. They're not walking in the spirit. And that's the way you overcome temptation. Man. You gotta walk in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You see, for example, when you're fasting, your flesh might want food, man. It might be craving food. Your stomach might be making all kind of noises and shit. You might not be able to think clearly. All right, you might have brain fog or whatever. All right, you might not be able to concentrate as good, but you got to endure through all that, man. That's part of the temptation, man. You see, those are all little methods that the devil and your flesh like to use, because Satan he operates in his flesh too, man. He'll use your flesh against you. You see, and those things are ways that tempt you to break your vow. All right, because when you fast, you're actually really taking a vow. All right, in the spirit. All right, so when you try to break your fast, man, when you break your fast early, that's a sign of low integrity. All right, you have to walk in the spirit, man, because if you're thinking about food, you're in the flesh, man. You got to think about the reward for completing your vow, because the Lord will surely reward you, man, when you fast, when you complete your fast. Especially when you're praying while you're fasting, man. That's one of the best things to do. Side note, to pray while you're fasting. All right, because you're closer to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You're in a more of a angelic state. You're walking in the spirit when you deny your flesh. Okay, you got to put off the flesh, man. You got to put off the deeds of the flesh, man. Okay, so let's see here. What I said, James chapter 1. And we'll start at verse 2. James chapter 1 and verse 2. It says, "My brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptations." I'll read that one more time. James chapter 1 and verse 2. Check it out. "My brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptations." So you should be happy when you get tempted, man. When you're in a situation where you're trying to keep your integrity to the best of your ability, and you just got all these different things and these thoughts trying to pull you away from it to make you deviate from the plan. Count it all joy, man, because the Lord is getting ready to prove your ass, man. All right, when you make it through that, the Lord's He's gonna show you that you've been approved, man. You passed the test. It's a test, man. All right, and we got to shoot and strive to pass our test. And when you get tempted, that's a sign that you're in a test. Okay, so verse 3 says, "Knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience." You see, patience goes into suffering. So if you have faith, okay, you're going to be able to endure the suffering because you believe that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is there to help you. You believe that it's a test. There's nothing more than a situation to prove your loyalty, all right, to bring forth blessings, spiritual blessings. Shit, they might even bring forth carnal blessings for you completing your test, man. You know, you never know, man. The Lord, hey, man, he's cold, man. Let's see here. "But let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing." So yeah, man, patience, man, goes into suffering, which goes into temptation. Because when you're being tempted, you're suffering, man. All right, you might really want to do something, but you know it ain't right, and you suffering mentally, physically, but you got to endure, man. Okay. Let me see. Let's go to Matthew really quick. Salaki. I'm gonna make this a short lesson. You know, I don't want to make this too long. If I can talk today, man. But yeah, you know, when I first came to the truth, man, it was hard, man, to fast, man. That's one thing. It was tough to do that. And some days it is when you fast. You might have some days that are tougher than others, but eventually, after a period of time, your spirit gets built up, man. The Lord strengthens you, man, and you're able to get through it, man. You're not gonna fold. It's an element in the elect. Lord willing, we be of that number that is gonna cause them not to fold in hours of temptation, man. When things come upon them, say for example, when the persecution of the men of the Lord, man, when they make it to the point where you're the worst thing that ever happened to society by way of this truth, when people are looking at you all crazy, when we're not going to be able to go out there to the highways and hedges, all right, anymore, like when they try to outlaw this truth, you see what I'm saying? Are you going to be tempted to fall out? Are you going to deny Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua? Are you going to deny the faith? See, that's another part of the temptations, man. Somebody at your job, you know, might roll up on you while you at camp, or they might find out that you are a Hebrew Israelite or whatever. Are you going to deny it? Are you going to fold, man? Or are you going to keep your integrity? You see? You might get grabbed up by Esau. They might tell you they might put you in a holding room, in a holding cell or whatever. They might try to feed you with pork. They might tell you, hey, if you take this CHIP, the RFID micro CHIP, if you take this CHIP, then we'll let you go. We'll let you out of here, man. We'll let you free. And we won't kill your family. We'll just let you go scot-free if you just take this CHIP. That's the hour of temptation right there, man. And if the Lord ain't dealing with you, you're going to fold, man. If you haven't been building up that integrity through the power and spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua during this grace period, you going to fold like everybody else, man. It's really the Lord that's keeping us from folding, man, at the end of the day. So that's why we got to be close to him and seek him as much as we can and cleave unto him. So that's the ultimate hour of temptation. But let me go to Matthew chapter 26 real quick. Make a point. Yeah, bear with me. And I always use fasting because it's a good example, man, because look, man, you got people of the world, especially these Americans, man, they can't go 15 minutes without eating, man. They can't go 15 minutes without stuffing their face, bro. And it's just a sign of spiritual fucking weakness, man. They're ruled by their flesh and their fleshly urges. And Esau knows that people who are in that type of state, they can be controlled by that, man. People who haven't been putting their body in subjection, they haven't been afflicting their soul, you know what I'm saying? They're going to be easily taken in the hour of temptation because they haven't been building themselves up, man. Okay? And the Lord ultimately wasn't dealing with them. So let me see the book of Matthew 26 and 41. It says this: watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. You see, you might want to do the right thing in your mind, but your flesh is telling you something completely different. Makes me think of R. Kelly. You know, my mind's telling me no, but my body's telling me yes type of shit. Yeah, that's the temptation of the flesh. All right, and that's biblical, man. But the Lord Yahushua overcame that, man, and so must we. All right. Yeah, man. The spirit is willing. The spirit want to do the right thing, but the flesh is weak, man. That means like you're gonna have people that know that they're Israelites, and if the Lord ain't dealing with them, you know, in that hour of temptation, they gonna bend the knee and take that CHIP because their flesh, man, has overpowered their spirit, and that's exactly what we don't want to happen. You have to walk in the spirit. Matter of fact, let's go to James really quick one more time. Yeah, this flesh is weak as hell, man. He wants to be comfortable all the time. The flesh wants to be at a state of comfort all the time, but that's not how you grow, man. You can't grow in the comfort zone, man. You got to overcome death. As Elder Yashawamba likes to say, you know what I'm saying? I totally agree, man. We do have to overcome death. And it starts with this truth. It starts with putting off the deeds of the flesh, man. Putting off these mortal thoughts. Okay? And becoming immortals, man. It starts in your mind. Immortality starts in your mind. Okay? Let me see, I said James Salaki. Hold on a second. Salaki. All right, I got it right here. The book of James, chapter 1 and verse 12. It says, blessed is the man that endureth temptation. You got to endure, man. Get through that shit, man. No matter how hard or how tough it is. All right? You might be in the gym lifting weights, man, or exercising or running, trying to get your body right. And you might be tempted to quit early. Like, nah, I'll do it, I'll do more next time. This time I'm kind of tired. I kind of want to just, call it a early day today. Nah, man. If you continue doing your workout, all right, you're going to be happy that you finished at the end of it, and then you're going to get the results, man. All right? There's results when you endure temptation, man. Same thing with lifting weights, all right, or working out. Except in temptation, you're working out your spirit. You're lifting spiritual weights, and your spirit is getting stronger, man. You're building up them spiritual muscles, man. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai hath promised to them that love him. All right, you see that? There's a reward for overcoming the hour of temptation. There's a reward for overcoming the regular temptations that we go through in this day-to-day walk. Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of the Most High. For the Most High cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempteth he any man. All right, so the Lord, he'll let the spiritual demon Satan and his minions come at you, man, to prove you, man. All right? He'll throw you in the ring, man, and sit back and see what you're going to do, man. But the elect, the faithful, they're going to come out of the ring victorious, man. We're going to win those battles. Some we lose, but we learn from them, man. You see? It's all about learning. Because we're not perfect. Sometimes we give in to temptation. But we need to be doing that less and less as we continue walking towards the day of the Lord, because those who are tempted in that time, man, they're not going to make it. You get tempted and you fall to the temptation of the mark of the BAST, and you take that shit, it's a wrap, man. Revelation 14:9 tells you about that. Okay? So anyway, continuing on, it says, but every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed. You see? You got to put off your own mortal thoughts, man, and walk in the spirit. Okay, it says, verse 15, then when lust hath conceived, so them thoughts in your mind, you start thinking about the shit. Maybe what if I just do it this one time? See, that's that lust being conceived in your mind, man. You got to get rid of that shit. All right, rebuke that thought immediately in the name of Yahushua. All right, in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Then when the lust hath conceived, it bringeth forth sin. All right, and sin is transgression of the law. All right, and sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death. Do not err, my beloved brethren. There you go, man. Okay, so yeah, man, the ultimate hour of temptation is the mark of the BAST. And matter of fact, we'll get that really quick after we get Galatians. Let me get Galatians real quick. Salakia. I'm gonna end it here shortly. We're already at 23 minutes. So Galatians chapter 5, verse 16. It says this I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. You got to be able to walk in the spirit, man, and not be all in your flesh all the damn time, man. And that's why fasting is a good exercise to practice, to help you walk in the spirit and not in the flesh. All right. The Lord quoted Deuteronomy 8:3. All right, when he was being tempted by the devil himself, man. The devil was tempting Yahushua. All right, why he was fasting. All right, he was trying to tempt him at his weakest point, and we're gonna be at a weak point too, man. When we come into Jacob's trouble, when all these comforts are taken away from us, man, when we're ostracized from society. All right, there's gonna be a lot of temptations calling us to fall out of the truth. Okay, you see, but we gotta remain faithful. But anyway, Yahushua was tempted by the devil, and what did he say? One of the things he said was, man shall not live off of bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of Yahweh, the Heavenly Father, man. You see, so when you fast, and that's a good thing to think about too. Think about Matthew 4:4 and also Deuteronomy 8:3, all right, which the Lord Yahushua quoted to combat Satan. We don't live off of bread alone, man. We live by the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua and his will. That's why we're here. Okay, he can sustain you. All right, he's in control of all things. Shit, Yahushua went 40 days without eating, man. All right, so anyway, continuing on, let's go to Revelation chapter 3 and get that real quick. showing you that the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is the one that's gonna put that spirit on the elect to endure the hour of temptation, because it's gonna be that fucking heavy. People are gonna be starving around you, dying, man. All right, it's gonna be a great temptation and a great force pushing us to try to take this damn CHIP. But the elect are gonna be helped by Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, and they're gonna overcome that time and be victorious. So let's read that really quick in the book of Revelation, chapter 3 and verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So this MOTB is really a plot by the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. It's really the Lord's mark to divide those who are truly for him and those who are not for him. That's going to be the ultimate line in the sand right there, man. The MOTB. That's the ultimate hour of temptation. Is going to come upon all the world, man. You see? It's going to be a worldwide thing. And only the elect are going to overcome. It's only going to be through the power and spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Because he says right here, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. So it's not by our own will. All right? And I got one last verse. We'll close it out, man. It goes into faith too. Okay? So I'm going to close with this. Ephesians chapter 2 and verse 8. And it says this: for by grace are ye saved through faith. All right? Through faith. And not that of yourselves. It is the gift of the Most High. So there you go, man. The elect are predestined to make it through the hour of temptation. Lord willing, we be of that number. All right? Lord willing, we be of that number. All right? Lord willing, the Lord Yahweh Shai is going to be with us in that time and give us the strength to overcome all the temptations that are coming in these days that are ahead of us, man. Okay? Because it's a gift, man. You got to have faith and believe in Yahweh Shai to overcome temptation in the first place. Because you believe that there's a reward, man. If you got faith and you believe that there is a reward for overcoming the temptation, which there truly is. But you have to have that gift of faith to know that. So I'm going to end it right there, man. Lord willing, that was edifying to the elect. Salakia for the lengthy video, but Lord willing, you stay to the end and receive this message through the power and spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. I want to give all praise, all honor, all glory unto Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachal Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Like Kwam Yasharala in the Bible bar. Lord willing, I see your new chariots of salvation, man, very shortly. Shalom.